All right, listen up. I'm going to tell you something, and you're probably not going to want to hear it. The gap between the life you have right now and the life you actually want, it's not some big, complicated secret. It's a choice. It's a mindset, and we're going to talk about it.
No, really, take a second and actually think about it. That person you follow online, that person you look up to, the one who seems to have it all figured out, why them? Why not you? What's the first thing that pops into your head? Just be honest with yourself.
Because I can almost guarantee your answer is one of these. It's the easy answer, right? It's the story you tell yourself because, it's comfortable. It lets you off the hook. But it's a lie. Every single bit of it. The real reason is something you have 100% control over.
So, let's break this down. If it's not the money or the luck, what is it? What really separates the people who get things done from the ones who just dream about it? It all comes down to their internal programming, how they think.
Look at this. It really couldn't be any clearer. On one side, you have the 99%. They're passive. They sit around and wait for motivation to strike. They blame everything and everyone else when things go wrong. They run from anything that feels uncomfortable. On the other side, you have the 1%. They're active. They create their own discipline. They take total ownership of their life. And they actually look for things that are hard because they know that's where the growth is.
And here's the most important part. This isn't something you're born with. It's not a personality trait. It is a system, a set of rules that you decide to live by. It's about the hundreds of little choices you make every single day, from the moment your alarm goes off.
And this is the great equalizer. This is the foundation of that whole system. You get 24 hours in a day. The most successful person on this planet gets 24 hours in a day. The difference isn't the amount of time you have, it's how you use it. It's about focus. It's about refusing to waste a single minute on things that don't matter.
Okay, so let's talk about how this whole thing builds, because this next part, this is what trips everybody up. This is the part that happens in the dark, when nobody's watching you and nobody is there to pat you on the back.
You ever hear the story of the Chinese bamboo tree? After you plant the seed, you have to water it and nurture it every single day for 5 straight years. And for those 5 years, you see absolutely nothing.
Can you even imagine that? Showing up every day, doing the work, pouring water on a patch of dirt with zero proof that any of it is making a difference. This is where almost everyone quits, because the work feels pointless. It feels thankless.
But then, after that 5th year, something incredible happens. The bamboo tree explodes out of the ground. It shoots up 90 feet tall in just 6 weeks. To anyone just walking by, it looks like an overnight success, like some kind of miracle.
But you and I know the answer, don't we? The success didn't happen in those 6 weeks. The success was built during those 5 years of unseen work. 5 years of building a root system that was strong enough to support that massive growth. The results you want, that's the 90 feet. But the mindset? The mindset is the 5 years of watering the dirt.
So what happens during those 5 years of watering the dirt? A lot of doubt, a lot of frustration, and a lot of failure. See, we're taught to think that failure is the end, that it's something you should avoid. But with this mindset, it's the complete opposite. It's not the end, it's the fuel.
This is pretty much a law of the universe. Your comfort zone, it's a nice place, but nothing ever grows there. You just exist. Real progress, real strength, that's only ever built when you push against something hard, when you embrace the struggle.
So let's get this straight. The most successful people are not the ones who never fail. They're the ones who fail constantly, the most. Why? It's simple. They're in the game. They're taking shots. Most people are too scared to even try. So for the 1%, failure isn't a sign of weakness, it's just proof that you're trying.
And here it is. This is the only math that actually matters. The secret to being resilient, it's not some magic trick. It's not about never getting knocked down. It's just about getting back up one more time than you fall. That's it. That's the entire strategy.
So we've talked about them, we've talked about the mindset, we've talked about the principles. But none of that means anything if we don't start talking about you. Because now the focus shifts.
This right here, this is the hardest truth for anyone to accept. You have to stop waiting. Stop waiting for a hero. No one is coming to do the work for you. No one is going to give you permission to start. The responsibility for your life, for your happiness, it's 100% on you.
So when's the right time to start? When everything is perfect? When all the stars align? That's a fantasy. It's an excuse. There is no perfect moment. There's only right now, this moment, the decision you make in this very second. Look, everything we've gone over today, it's all very simple. The ideas aren't complicated. Discipline, ownership, resilience. But you have to understand that simple does not mean easy. The path is right there, laid out in front of you. The only question left is, are you going to choose to walk it?
If any of this hit home, and if you're ready to make that choice, then do me a favor, like this, share it with someone who needs to hear this today, and of course, subscribe to The Wise Cut. Let me know what you think in the comments below.